Maybe it wants me to take a picture of it. Yeah, the mirror was definitely like I remember that, but I never knew if she could do the jump scare still in the final part of the game. I know she did it from watching Tortoise on Tour stuff. I know she would do it if it took you 50 cycles to beat the final puzzle. But aside from that, I was never sure. And the only way to avoid that is to get the 6 picture pieces together.
And the 7 stars.
Felt like it. I don't know. Feels like there should be something more in here.
Maybe you should
Have
kill
you tried?
somebody and make a new ghost.
Have you tried taking pictures of stuff?
Usually if it's something worth taking a picture of, the what's it, the like blue bar will come in. We got a picture of the straw dead body.
So this is where they built their straw man.
Alright, I guess we got whatever we needed to.
Maybe you just had to kill that guy.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. I guess we'll try heading back and seeing what happens. That's one thing I actually kind of like. It's a little unclear as to where to go, but it's not like there's a million different branching paths, and being in this environment, just walking around, is creepy. And being stuck here is actually kind of a good thing, as opposed to like a frustrating thing. I see there's the cave, but I don't think we have any way of getting into the cave. This door is locked.
Well, unless that boss opened the cave.
I can see. I don't remember doing anything though. We'll have to do PT for another Fright Night.
Yeah, we need scary games.
I mean,
Scary games that we can like talk about Pokemon over.
Yeah.
I mean, if you guys want it that bad, I'll play Hardhead.
What is Hardhead?
Uh,
Did I just open the can of
I
worms?
don't know. Max, what is Hardhead?
well, to put it shortly, it was a game by a Korean game developer named Suna, and they made quite a few arcade games back in the day. I mean, a lot of them were just really forgettable, like Arkanoid Clones. There was a couple of sports games they made, and like one of those Japanese quiz games, those style things. And then there was another they made called Hardhead, and it was kind of like a Mario ripoff. And it starred this dude wearing nothing but overalls, and he had this really bulgy head, and not in a fun, cute, cartoony way.
Like he looked like there was something wrong with him.
Something very wrong. And it was just a bizarre hodgepodge of stolen music, really janky physics, and some really bizarre enemies and power-ups and bosses and stuff. Um, it got really old after like the first 10 levels, and there were something like 30, and I played through all of them, and it was miserable.
All right. We found Frozen Man. Unfrozen caveman. You know what game I actually want to, I've been watching the LP of it, and I've been a couple of things behind, but, has kind of reminds me a little bit of this, and maybe it's just because it's a PS2, you know, horror game about a small town with ghostly people. I've been watching, Super Great Friend doing Siren.
Oh man, I remember that game because it had the worst acting I've ever heard.
Yeah, but it is still a pretty goddamn cool game.
I don't remember much about the game itself, just how horrid the acting was.
I mean, it's pretty much the... A lot of people say it's kind of the true sequel to Silent Hill, or the true successor to Silent Hill.
Like, it is kind of scary. And Silent Hill did have bad acting.
Yeah. Ooh, Kuon. Kuon is a game I, like, I've always been interested in playing that.
And From Software had a lot of bizarre little treasure games
Oh god, tell me about it.
back in the day, especially around like the PS1 and PS2 era. Like before they were well known for the Souls series and that was all they did.
Full, what was it? Full Wolf, what was the 360 one? Full Wolf Chaos.
Chromehounds?
No, it's the one where
Oh,
you're
I don't know. Was that a From?
you're the president in a mech trying to kill the vice president.
Oh, dude, that Japanese only game. I've wanted to play that so badly.
Same here.
It was Metal Wolf Chaos.
Metal Wolf Chaos, that's it.
Yeah, that was just. I mean, I read the synopsis, and why did that have to be exclusive? Holy shit!
You would think that that would be like, why? Like you would think that game would be like super fucking America.
Oh my god!
I'm really glad that they're kind of taking a step back from the Souls games.
I sincerely hope they take another stab at Armored Core, and not in the stupid way they've done with 4 and 5.
Yeah.
I wanted to go back to like the glory days of like 2 and Another Age were amazing. 3 and Silent Line were like super atmospheric and fun, but like I don't know, they didn't really feel the same. And then it just kind of got worse and worse and worse.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they had a meal ticket with Armored Core though, at least not stateside or anywhere outside of Japan for that matter.
But it's still a real popular game.
Yeah, I mean, Armored Core is pretty well known. I love it. I still do. I still play through like some of the random missions in Another Age. It's just fun. I think what really screwed the pooch though is that they made customizations so deep in later entries, and I mean specifically things for like 360 and PS3 onwards. That like it was no longer just like a fun pet project to make a new core and make it fun and balanced or do weird things. Like it would honestly take you 8 or 9 hours to engineer something properly in the later games.
Damn.
That's a little too much.
It was really hardcore because like in the old games you just had like I don't know something like 5, 6, 7, maybe like 11 or 12 different parts to customize that weren't weapons. And in the new games, there were about that many, but like tuning was a thing, and you literally had to like configure the weight of every single item you used,
Oh, fuck off with that.
and it would make your AC turn slightly faster, or you walked at like a different angle. It was weird and it was bad.
Any game where you
It
have
was
to
so
like,
convoluted.
any game where like weight becomes an issue makes me not happy.
Yeah, I mean, it was always kind of a thing in the older games, but it was more of a fact of
Okay.
like, you can't have your robot be this fast and also have this many weapons. Dial it down, jackass.
Alright. I'm gonna assume that there's more than one ghost on me.
Probably at this point.
Whoa, I knocked the shit out of that guy. Oh, there's your buds. Did one of you just make a... I think one of them just made like an oinking sound. Alright, come on. I'm right here, guys.
Oh, Otogi, was that their hack and slash game? I don't remember much about it.
Alright. Come on.
Can you not get close enough?
I'm trying to goad them into coming a little closer. Oh, there's a fourth one.
Now smile! Oh boy.
How can you just shake off a ghost?
I don't know. They must not be that strong.
I'm like, why are my audio cues like messing up so bad? And then I remembered that even though I'm watching on my TV, I'm listening with a very brief delay.
Gentle persuasion, like having really bad photos of them that they want destroyed.
Yeah, can we go like the
One of the
blackmail
later-
option?
One of the later filters or camera lenses is one that has like the lasers in the background. Or it's like the Snapchat filter where it turns everybody into a dog.
Oh god. Oh my god, that would be so fucking terrifying.
The dog filter. God, that's so fucking stupid. I had like a coworker at work one day show me a bunch of her Snapchat filters. I'm like, yeah, that's great. Oh, yeah, now you look like a dog. Uh-huh, yep. Now you've got like big lips. That's funny.
The baby-faced one where they're like crying.
Oh, Jesus.
That
it's
one kind of creeped me out.
Yeah, why would you want to use that?
Well, I could think of a few reasons.
I know people who actually use it, but for cosplay purposes.
Oh, that
Like
doesn't
if-
really make it much better.
Like if they're cosplaying like a crybaby character, they'll use
Or
it
it could
for
just
that.
be that that's their thing, you know?
You could just call that the Titus filter.
That would be a good filter. Just make your head into Titus fucking doing his laugh.
You know, I would probably get keeled hauled for saying this in front of any RPG fan, but I had more fun playing Final Fantasy X than 7.
I didn't like 10. I actually like 10-2 more than I like 10.
I never even played 10-2.
10 to me was I liked aspects of 10. I liked Orin, I liked Jekt, I liked Yuna's dad, I liked Kimari. I liked like
I thought
one
a
or
lot
two.
of the characters were pretty likable. I even
It's-
like Titus because he's a fucking twerp. And I like his voice actor. He's amazing.
By the time 10 rolled around, I'd already checked out. I didn't like 8. I didn't like 9.
You didn't like
So at that
9.
point, I said, well, I guess Final Fantasy's just not for me anymore.
Really? You're like one of the first people to ever say that they didn't like 9.
I didn't like it that much.
Wow.
It's on the docket for me to play through, but I'm not feeling particularly optimistic about
But
it.
I mean, I say that, but then I remember playing through a lot of it. So maybe it's just like a thing where I didn't bother to finish it.
9 was definitely a throwback to like the
Because I
classics.
remember I remember shit. I remember leveling up my characters, and I remember like giving gems to monsters, and then they help you. And then I remember the one that asks for a gem, and it's not a helpful monster; it just steals your gem.
Yep.
So I don't know. Maybe I'm just misremembering my own experience.
9 is a fun one. Not 9 had a lot of charm to it. I'll like that's
I do remember not liking 8, definitely.
I
8 was really, really dry. I didn't play more than like a couple hours of it, and this was back when I was like rapid fire playing through RPGs to see which ones were worth my time.
I
I
like
think I
honestly-
stopped the earliest on Final Fantasy VIII. It was just unbearable.
I spent
I think I honestly put more playtime into like the card game than the actual game.
That's exactly what happened to me. I never made it out of the opening area because I spent all my time doing card game and leveling up, like trying to break the junction spell or break the junction system.
And can we talk about what bullshit the draw system was?
Yeah, where you had to stock up on magic spells instead of having MP.
I mean,
It's-
that's just busy work to me.
It's like, hey, let's take the one part of Final Fantasy 1 for the NES and Famicom that literally everyone hated, and let's try and bring it back. You know, back in the day when FF1 was still a Dungeons and Dragons, like a Dungeons and Dragons game, where you had to stock up on spells rather than, you know, being able to just cast them. Okay, so I guess I can't use both at the same time. I still think some of the most amazing. Speaking of speedruns again, we will be able to see something pretty cool, which is a run of FF1 for the Famicom and NES. Like,
Wait a minute. I thought they did this in a recent GDQ and they were just going up the stairs over and over again until they glitched something out.
that's the any percent run. That's the any percent run of the Famicom one. The any percent run of the NES one is completely different because they can't do that. And that, oh my god, that stair one. I had seen them.
I mean, it's pretty great. They, I'm pretty sure they substituted that game in for something else, and it was nothing but climbing stairs over and over again. And at some point, they changed it from any percent to stairs percent
Yeah.
on the screen.
It's. Ah, damn! I was hoping the key would be there. It's they have a similar thing with the FF4 speedrun where basically, the stairs is a bite in your memory. So every time you go up and down a flight of stairs, it changes like a piece of coding in the memory itself.
Right.
So you can, like in FF4, if you go up and down stairs enough times, and then do something like go into another door, you can change where the door will let you out.
Yai, if we escape, I'm sure we can avoid the fate of the Twin Shrine Maidens. Don't give up.
Wow, what kind of like gate did you did you record that from the other side of the room? All right.
Look, ghosts don't have access to very good microphones, okay?
Oh, he's just a normal ass human.
They got to use their laptop mic.